I gotta go to the store today here, but I gotta about an hour or two turn on the air conditioner, take a nap for another couple hours, take a shower, and then go. I'll go on my own schedule. I ain't on no stinking schedule. I just gotta do things, where I feel comfortable. Uh, I don't have a schedule. I don't have a personal trainer. I don't have anything like that. I do have a Suzuki in my head. So you don't feel, do things when you feel right. Do this. He always just tells me how to do things. He doesn't tell me how to do things. He helps me try to better understand when you're being abused by perverts and how it affects everybody. Okay, it doesn't just affect one person. When you put people like in a concentration camp, um, the it's they plan and they're like last night on Jimmy Kimmel, right? Rosie gets up there and talks about her, intelligent kid that she's raising with a form of autism. And autism is caused from uh, brain injuries because of group activities through technological abuse of the brain. That's what autism is caused by. All these people, I've known this for years and been telling people for years. Like when I was in Phoenix working with kids with disabilities, and yeah, David Vias. David was autistic after vaccinations. He was a typical normal kid. It was a reaction to a vaccination that he had an allergy to. It happens more frequently with what they refer to as Hispanic people and black people than it does with white people. Okay, whites typically have autism from birth or diagnosed, when they're young. After school mandatory vaccinations, it happens with what they refer to as minorities a lot more frequently than it does with whites. That's why they're less apt to want to vaccinate, okay, which is perfectly rational. And they're not being irrational people, and you're putting everybody at risk. What puts everybody at risk is irrational, selfish, aggressive, abusive, oppressive, violent behaviors like dressing up in uniforms and shooting people if they're not paying other people that own the world money to live here. Okay, that's what put everybody at risk. It's bad for the ecosystem. It's bad for the human psyche. It's just bad. I thought for sure by January 22nd, 2013, that we wouldn't have this use just bad and all you Kurds and cowardly dogs would be a hellified lot better. But no, fuck no. I gotta work my living ass off. Tired, man. Too tired to be depressed, right? Well, depression is thinking about what you woulda, coulda, shoulda because you were selfish and screwed shit up. That's depression. Okay. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I'm tired. Okay. Woulda, coulda, shoulda? Oh, hell no. Okay. Fuck no. Fuck no twice on Sunday, assholes. No woulda, coulda, shoulda around here. I'm perfect like Job and Jonah and Jesus. You're fucking assholes. Okay. I'm tired. I ain't depressed. Fuck you. Right. Well, I went through forms of what were called depression when they were abusing me after I did what I did. Because I missed Plissy and I missed Bug and I missed all that. But now they're all grown up. And Dad's had the same number for 30 years. And they don't need internet. They just need a fucking library card. Or and anybody who sits and listens to me talk that's coherent and intelligent and understands eternity and understands right from wrong, left from right, up from down, dog from cat, rat from bat, and rabbit in a hat, and 6'4" Impala is like, you're right. Like what happens when I go shopping. Most of the time, you're right. We got to do this. Okay. Every once in a while, I get one like, God damn, you sound like my family. You're either dumb as fuck or they're just beating the hell out of you every night with Wi-Fi so much that you can't. Okay. Which one is it? I think it's a combo. Think you align yourself with people that you feel comfortable being dumb as fuck. Yeah. And no, guys, Uber techs that can, if you don't like them, they don't like you. That's how people are. I hate that motherfucker. Like on Teen Wolf, the guy with the blonde with the girl, And not everybody is going to like you, and that makes sense, right? But wanting to kill people because you're selfish and you want things to be your way, that's just like trying to play God, and that's just sick, and you fucking need to stop. But I don't think you're capable, so I'm pretty sure, with me taking control of quantum computing through, there's not really much they can do about it. There's not much. The military needs me to protect them from their enemies. Okay. And their enemies play them like an indoor sport. And the way the Chinese are is, they'll sacrifice, they're like Joseph Stalin. They'll sacrifice 5,000 to get one that wants to take their place. Okay, it's now I won't kill 100 innocent to kill one guilty. What Stalin was basically saying is, I will kill 500 that won't try to kill me to kill the one that was trying to kill me. That's what Joseph Stalin was saying. His innocent and guilty is askew because people that follow a guilty person to perform selfish activities, there are no innocent involved in there. It's just one wants to kill him and replace him, and the other 100 don't. It's like, I'm good. I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home? The rest of us are good, right? Okay. Squeaker squeak, squeaker squeaking. It's Emperor's New Groove. And that's what we're dealing with. And they need me because they're like scared, of what's going on with, because they want to win. And you're like, okay, we all can't win, but we can all live the Lord's Prayer. Oh, God damn, they're sick and insane. And they are. Okay. And Brian Cox doesn't know he is mentally and emotionally disabled. Obviously, Neil deGrasse Tyson doesn't. He gets up, here's what we scientists do. It's like, oh, God damn, they're William Shatner, the shit show. Okay. They're selling food products on TV for make-believe money, and they're successful, and they're happy. They're going to go shopping and then have sex with a woman in Pahrump, Nevada, and she's going to rub his little head and tell him everything's okay. And you're just like, yeah, and it fucking sucks, right? Because like basketball and football and jogging and other things like that, when you're 16, it's a lot easier. In a lot of ways, it's a lot more fun than when you're 60. But when you're 50 and you go, yeah, well, when you're 60, that's because you guys do drugs, you party, you hang out in cities, you go to all the places, you fuck yourself to death with your bad brain activities by the time you hit 60. Okay. I don't. I try everything to avoid those kind of activities. So by the time I'm 60, I'm like going, all the kids are like, damn, he's 60? How are you 60? I know. I look at I know. I've seen that with the other people. What? He's 60 and you're 60? Yeah. And, I always looked younger. Amy had that issue because she would get upset because I was 33 and she was 19. And we both lived in that carbon emission hellhole thing, but my activities were a lot better. I didn't help myself get older faster. The only person that tried to help me get me older faster was my bar hopping, going to be the top lesbian sex, attraction at all the lesbian bars, ex-wife, right? Lying to the courts, taking all my money, and she was the victim and I was the perp because I was a heterosexual white male and she was a homosexual black female. So she was always being abused. Everything, she was always the victim and I was always the perp. And it's like, yeah, okay. She lies to them all the time, takes all mine and Patrick's money, okay, and goes to the lesbian bars and is always at the lesbian bar screwing a new drug dealer girlfriend, okay. She's a victim. She had to stop calling the cops every time she got in domestic violence abuse with her drug dealer girlfriends because the cops told her she would lose access to her son, and that was her money bin. Right? That's how she always manipulated the courts to get her way. Well, because we need Donald Trump to save us from Rosie O'Donnell. It's like, oh yeah, that's good. That's the solution. The Epstein files to save us from the lying lesbian who's the victim. But yeah, okay, that sounds like a winner. Let's do that. While we're doing that, let's excessively and compulsively train our kids into being circus gimmicks. Yeah, let's do that too. Yeah, that sounds cool. Okay. Memorize Jeopardy information. Okay. How intelligent are you? They're causing the kid brain damage. The kid can't do basic math, but the kid can tell you all the useless information that scientists are doing. It's like me going, if Rosie O'Donnell knows who I am, then her brain doesn't work real well. Because it's Parsons at the NASA Museum with the turtle, and it's all over again, right? I'm sitting there at Steve's, first I'm going, wow, that's a lot of really in-depth information. Then I go, oh, goddamn, it's the goddamn Hubble telescope going out and discovering stuff in space with the snot and the combustible engine. Okay. Then they go show off the girl that's a funny joke circus gimmick while she's young to make as much money trending on YouTube for the parents as humanly possible, because she sure ain't the next Ariana Grande or Yo-Yo Ma. Right. Okay. Well, that's cute. It's funny. Yeah. It's embarrassing. Just stand up for the Lord's Prayer. She's cute. Okay. She's cute. She's not Yo-Yo Ma. And she's not going to be the next Ariana Grande or Celine Dion. No. It's not going to happen. Okay. And she even said so. Can your dad sing? No. She sings. Yeah. She probably sings a lot like her dad when he was that age. Yeah, probably so. You do that one more time. No, it's this one. No, listen. You're not listening. You listen. Okay, now do that one. Okay, now we'll sand the floor. Come on, we got to pay the bills. Okay. Come on, Daniel-san, you win tournament. Pay the bills. Come on, Daniel-san. Hey, you remember watching that movie going, there's no way he won that tournament. The one guy who was spinning and that guy was probably going to win the tournament. I remember watching that, but Saladin told me no, because he was doing too much of a show. He was dancing. He wasn't fighting. You don't dance, you fight. Basketball, exercise, dancing, yes, because they're not supposed to kick you in nuts if you come and try to rape girlfriend. Okay, him jumping through the air, flying like that, trying to impress your girlfriend, him get kicked in nuts, fight over, you go home. She say, he was kind of cute. He was an asshole. He tried to beat me up to have sex with you. God damn, you're dumb. Your family has a lot of alcoholism in your family, doesn't it? Okay, and that brain damage is residual through biological and psychological conditioning. And I'm understanding that now, too. Okay, do not get cosmetic surgery for sexual, because you're going to get older. It's like, the whole thing with tattoos hanging down to your butt, and stuff. And, guys, that really doesn't matter. Tattoos look about the same on a canvas that's tight as well as loose. You know what I mean? So you don't sit there and tell them, don't do this. It's, if you want to get a tattoo, it's not optimal, especially since, certain things can cause you to get sick or get a disease. You have to be really clean, like the little lady I learned to make tortillas from. Wash your hands, do this. She was great. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to have to give that a try. I looked at some of her things. I'm going to have to give her rice a try, because I wouldn't know how to make real good Spanish rice. It's Bertha, I think it was, right? She was cool. I liked her. I'm like, I like her. I really like her. So I'm going to give that a try. Here's how you make the tortillas. Here's how you do that. You have to wait. She's like, you have to be patient. It's so, Benny and Albert, mañana, Ralph, It's so the culture that I was raised in, right? No, you just take it, do this, and then you set it down and you let it do it. See, they just know. If you do this, you have to wait. Okay. And she explains it and how it works and everything like that. And then it makes you think of that geologist at Fort Huachuca. Anything that the superstitious people do that lines up with science is just sheer luck. You ever think that they made the clay pots to put the water in and not dig up their mountains that brought in water was because they wanted water instead of had to drink their own piss out of an iron pot, like Sheldon up in the space station? Being a genius like you, Mr. Geologist, right? Past, present, future operate at the same time. Life's eternal grace is infinite. Everything has mathematical computations in it. If I ask her out, will she go out with me? Okay, that's math. Okay. If I say she's attractive, will she have people come up and file sexual assault and sexual battery and abuse charges on me? You know what I'm saying? It's math. Okay. Okay, guess what? Money's not real. Okay. Hi, you're very lovely. Okay. You can say that. I'm married. Oh. Okay. Well, he's from an aesthetic point of view of looking at a beautiful flower every day, he's very fortunate in that regard. Okay. And since you are married, I don't have to find out whether or not you're tolerable to listen to in conversation and whether or not you have a good sense of humor or can figure your ass out of a hole in the ground, your head from a hole in the ground. Okay, cool. I have a very good sense of humor. I'll see you later. Bye. Does your husband have a very good sense of humor? I'm just kidding, right? You know what I'm saying? But so, you sit there and you do not want to take erection pills, okay? Erection pills are like suicide with a Buddhist. Oh, they're fighting. Betsy, what are you doing? Hold on. You ran into Element, didn't you? Don't go looking for Element. Go looking for Butters, Missy. Betsy Sauce, where are you at? She's fighting Element. Yeah, she was over in his spot. And they're going at it. And she's going to kick his ass. Yeah. Well, he has a toot and she has a toot. She likes Butters. She don't like Element. She wants to meet Butters and she wants to be buddies with Butters, but she don't want to be buddies with Element unless he adjusts his attitude. So I guess I better leave it alone. Let them handle their business. But I'm just trying to let her know. Okay, if he lives here too, and if he hisses at everybody he don't like or don't know, just, Panther, Clanner, Panther, Clanner, Panther. Mean Girl, Tina Fey, Janice Ian, Madonna. We all can't be Tina Fey, Janice Ian, or Madonna, but we can all live the Lord's Prayer, so we don't have to have ego wars on who's more eccentrically talented, right? That sucks, doesn't it, man? I'm so fucking tired of this shit, man. The parable of the talents, Yeah. Oti otra vez, ay Maria, right? Public domain, that's how music will work in La Futura. Okay, you hear something, you like it, people make it available, you can download it on your MP3 or play it on your phone. Okay. You don't even have to know their names. Neto and Anatar, you don't even have to know their names. If they want privacy, they put the music out and they where'd it come from? The thing is, you don't even have to show your face if you think people are going to obsess on you and they won't be able to rest until are having sex with you, and then you have to get a restraining order and you don't call anymore. I sit and wait in vain. Okay. Though your phone you ignore, I think he's giving you a message. Maybe it's he told someone, if somebody knew. Maybe he's just lying to you because he's having sex with someone else. Did you ever think about that, Sherlock Holmes? Oh. If he really is like I told Mom with Richard Brown, she sat there and I said, Mom, if you leave a message on there, you have an answering machine. He really wants to get back all of you because I'm a guy. I'll let you. I was wrong, Marianne. I don't know what I was thinking, man. Take me back. I'm on my knees. Take me back. I'm begging, please, for you to hold me, hurt me, hold me. Yeah, because I'm sitting there, looking at it and going, yeah, this take me back kind of thing. One of the best of them is Little Anthony. I'm on the outside looking in, and I want to be on the inside with you. And take me back. When I had a jealous mind, but too late. You're not the cheating kind. Take me back. I'm on my knees. Take me back. I'm begging, please. Right? And who else has good songs like that with the screwed up? Not Keith Sweat. He doesn't really do those. He does beg, but not that kind of begging. Same with Babyface. Now I think he's a beggar, but he does different kind of begging. Little Anthony's good at those. Someone else. Who else is good at the Jacksons? Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Show you that I love you. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Not since I see you anymore. Ah! Okay, yeah, so the Jacksons have one, Joe. Well, yeah, Joe Jackson, I could see that. What else? But there's a few, there's always those ones, give me that's not a begging one. That's just well, maybe it is. Give me just a little more. Anybody else like Chairman of the Board? That's a good fucking song. I like that song a lot. Anybody else like that? We're young and we'll surely regret it. Give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Anybody else particularly like that song? I particularly like that song. That's a good one. I will never not like that song. That is always a good song to me. The Chairman of the Board. Give me just a little more time. It's very danceable too. Oh, yes, it is. That one's at a barn dance. Fuck prom. I don't want to have to go. Those are insurance salesmen, car dealers, and people that build hospitals to put people's bodies back together, to sell them the cars, to sell them the insurance, to sell them the drugs, to give them the... Yeah, so don't take erection pills. That's like a temporary solution to a perpetual problem. Okay? Why? Because you're going to die from a heart attack having sex, but boy, was it fun. And then, y otra vez, ay, Maria... Right? Ole mujer rendena. I just took an erection pill. Coming right up on top of you. You take something to get your coochie wet. And, and there's a unicorn out the doctor's window. Here's a brochure. Here's what will happen to you if in case of extreme reaction to it. Oh, autism. David Weiss. Fuck you all. Okay. I have a crush on Mulan, too. Yeah, she's cute. Yeah, she's cute. Yeah, you can't help but have a crush on her. She's cute. Yeah. Is her name? What is it? June? Is it June? Yeah, she's cute. Yeah. I have a crush on almost all the girls on Joy Luck Club. I mean, that's why you watch a movie. On Russell Wong? Not quite so much. He's like, I think the guy who, takes the mirror from the bed, I think he's probably even a little bit cuter than Russell Wong because, maybe not. I don't know. I've never been gay at a moment in my life, but they are cute. My sister's all, oh my God, Russell Wong, he's so hot. It's like, yeah, he's really cute. But the guy at the end of the movie who's with, the girl with the ice cream, I forgot her name. he's cute. That's good. Damn, that guy's cute too. What about him? Isn't he cute? I like his hair. Me too. They could start a K-pop band if they were Korean. With the son from Last Samurai. Yeah, oh God, he's cute. Oh, he's cute. Oh my gosh, he's cute. Yeah. And the playful wind from House of Flying Daggers. Oh God, yeah, he's cute. Shit, he's cute too. But that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. They're in their 40s now. Oh my God, they're old. They're old. Okay, but all us older women still think they're cute. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Rosie, you got to leave. Coco, go. I'm just kidding. You're cute. Thank you. Okay. I know. It's painful. I know. Those cosmetic surgeries and stuff like that can cause a lot of health issues and a lot of pain. People can look very good on the inside, but on the outside, but on the inside have pain that just, has them where they can't get out of bed some days, You watch these commercials, but you don't know what women will do to their bodies to be sexually desirable, to be comfortable with someone they're desiring to be sexually, to be comfortable with. And we're so out of whack, it's not even funny. Thanks, honey. Okay. If you knew now, yeah, if they knew then what they know now, it would have been radically different. Thanks, Ice. Thanks, dude. You good? Okay, don't take your Bonaparte pills. Past, present, future operate at the same time. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. I talk to the soul, not to the mind. Because I'm not a computer programmer. I didn't invent quantum computing. I didn't invent artificial intelligence or artificial general intelligence. I am, the father of the freedom of the soul from the abuse of the mind. What note was that? You have perfect pitch. Stop acting like a bitch. Stop drinking yak piss. Okay. You can drink yak piss if you want to, but it's a temporary solution to a perpetual problem if your family survives genocidal operations through mega moguls and their fucked up scientists. Finish it, Flaversham! God damn, do you get it? No. Fuck. How dumb are these people? Don't ask. That's a Teen Wolf question. That's a bed of roses that I lay on question. It's a restraining order song question. Don't ask, don't tell. It's a Thomas Crown affair. Not again. Here we go again. Yeah. It's like, fuck, really? Okay. Guys, there are no people that accept money as reality that are good guys trapped in hell. Okay. When you accept money as reality, you're a bad guy and a bad girl trapped in hell. You've accepted bad as good and you suck. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Holy applied physics of the Lord's Prayer, Batman. You're a bad person. You can tell yourself you're good. You're a liar. Stuart saves his family, but then Stuart fails to save the universe. Okay. What about Earl? Guys, God, the final frontier. God is God. Okay. You are because God is, not God is because you are. Okay? Planet blows up. Still God, no you. Right? Big chief, no fart. Big chief, no fart. Take too many pills. Big fart, no chief. Okay? Still God. Right? Why isn't Rosie's kids explaining this to us? They're supposed to be more intelligent than her. Yeah, and she's not more intelligent than her yesterday self or her tomorrow self, but life's eternal and grace is infinite, so I'll help Guillermo. Yeah, just take a gummy and go to bed. I don't want to go on Dancing with Stars. I don't blame you. They're assholes. They make fun of you. If you can't dance as well as the jock that dances better than you and has danced better than you his whole fucking life, and has a big dick and always wags it around in everybody's face in gym class, and then if Jim Brozik's getting changed in the corner and not taking a shower, they all call him Dr. Brozik and make fun of him. And then you stick up for him and say, leave him alone, guys. Just knock it off, right? And besides, maybe Jim Brozik, he really good at math, and in 5 years, he call in reverse mortgage on your mom's house and says, fuck you, McDaly, you can't play golf. You eat pieces of shit like me for breakfast, right? Shooter McGavin, go to your happy place. What's that? Oh, since I have security with guns that are professional assassins around my business and around my house, your happy place is the bathtub with razor blades, the garage with a 22 revolver, or the bedroom naked with pills. That's your happy place, right? Seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind. Harmony and me are pretty good company. Magical thinking will save us from this cult insanity. Harmony, gee, I really fuck you. And I got boner pills to fuck you forever. And I'll do it with your silicone tits that are causing you health issues. And then you have to remove your breast altogether and no more baby feeders. But, sex isn't as fun as I used to be. I want to have sex with the Indonesian maid. Me too. You're old, wrinkly, and an old raisin and have to take pills that give you a heart attack to fuck me the way you used to. Let's stop trying to fuck the way we used to and let's start loving the way we should. Eternally, right? Boy, you are deep. Yeah, I know. I understand how deep I am. Well, I'm connecting to the soul, not to the temporary abuse of the mind by the temporary pervert who's trying to elongate their life, like Walt Disney, like Napoleon Bonaparte, like Pizarro, like the Emperor will beat you, Shangju. Hey, Great Wall. Hey, Great Pyramid. Hey, great ecological dumbass abuse of people for a whole lifetime and more, because, and what do we want? Well, how about we get drunk and stop thinking that we're making this big monument of sex cult insanity for this egomaniac that will have us killed and then rape our daughters and try to rape us off the planet. Hey, let's make another Mel Gibson movie. Okay, Jim, you want to be in it? Come on, Clevezel. Come on, Jesus, let's go do this. Save the world. Come on. Save the Clevezel, save the world. Come on, cheerleader. Where's Zachary Quinto? Logical, Captain. Oh, look, you're a cardboard cutout that people dreamed about having sex with, but now you're dead because you're the next Marilyn Monroe. Right? Oh, that's so sad. Even the pastor couldn't save her. Yeah, even the pastor couldn't save her. Hear that, guys? Jim Baker couldn't save Jessica Hahn or Sam Kinison because he's not God. Come to my church if you agree with the way I make money. Everything I tell you about Jesus in my imagination lines up with yours, and Jesus is God in our head, and we always make the most money off of the most people believe that, and then believe it themselves. And then what happens? Well, that pyramid scheme doesn't work for long because we all can't make money off of Jesus being God in Bobby Schuler's head, but we can all live the Lord's Prayer to avoid that. Renounce him in the name of God or Jesus or whatever, wherever, whenever. Sounds like a Shakira song. How about we just go public domain on that one? And then people won't obsess about having sex with her because she's a good dancer and she has a body that lots of people want to have sex with, especially when she was in these younger days. Now she's a brick, right? You know what I mean? And guys, it's not sex, it's love. Okay. You can pay money to have sex with any idiot that's a bad person that believes money's real. Right? It just depends on how much money it takes. Okay. Or how much money it takes to own the town, own the judge, own the sheriff's department, own the senators. We saw that on Chet Walker the other day, Cheyenne, Senator, And like we haven't seen that before. Okay. There are no felons in the United States of America that can pay off local authorities to sexually assault their own wife by having sex with other people, which could cause them to have a sexually transmitted disease that could kill them. Right? There's nobody like that in the United States of America that we all trust with our children's future, right? Okay. And Barack Obama says he's going to go write a best-selling book about it because Linda's tripping and Monica's dress is in the fridge. Bill can play the saxophone on Arsenio Hall. And Guillermo, he's going to get drunk with the guys in Don McLean tunes that will always pay his bills till the end of time on Channel Z at prime time. Yeah. Wow, you fuckers are crazy. I know what I'm dealing with. Okay. I wasn't born yesterday, and I'm not dumb as fuck. I'm not drinking till the Aggies till I wobble in my shoes. Okay. I'm good to go. Way more intelligent than any asshole within a 50-mile radius. They're not even. If this was a game, they wouldn't even be in the ballpark. I'd be here all by myself, just like Eric Carmen. Never gonna fall in love again. I don't want to start with someone new. That's a good tune. I always liked that. That one I liked ball better and all by myself. I never have it to play for Patrick. I'm sure if I played it for Patrick when he was young, he'd go, that one's good too, Dad. I like it too. Yeah. Never gonna fall in love again. And I all by myself are like, cherry and grape in right field with Brian Regan. Yeah. They're both good. Both a favorite. Yeah, they're both good. Okay, guys, I love you. Let's load this one up. You need a good ass kicking, and I love babies, and we're not living the Lord's Prayer, and babies need the Lord's Prayer, so as long as you show me that ass, I'm going to give it a good kicking. Well, everybody knows how much Earl loves babies. If you believe in the Lord's Prayer and don't believe your money can save you. Once you put, my head is out of my ass. Don't ever put it back in. Thank you. You're welcome. It's your best asset. That I love people and hate shopping. Good. No more booze. All right. Love you.